How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. It's your boy British Chap, aka Dan. We're back with Broadchurch now, guys. Honestly, the last two episodes of this season, I'm getting freaking emotional. This is just such a bad feel. It's not a bad feeling. I mean, I'm satisfied with the fact that we're coming to an end, and it should be a nice tight knit, calm ending, being it's the last season of Broadchurch. Oh, guys, it's just so emotional. I'm probably going to talk about that in another video post Broadchurch. Anyway, guys, I hope you all had a fantastic Crimbo, and you're going to have a fantastic new year. I can feel it, guys. 2021 has to be better than 2020, and I hope I can be a part of contributing to that with a lot of new shows coming pretty much bang on New Year's. Also, guys, really quickly before we get into this video, can you please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for new content coming every single week. Also, if you haven't followed my social media, I really do recommend it. A poll is going to be out very, very soon, and I say very soon, within the next week, guys. I'm going to start figuring out the format of the poll to figure out what to react to next, and that will most likely, not definitely, but most likely be happening on the Instagram account. So don't forget to give it a follow, guys. British Chat with 2 P's. The link is in the description below. It's not just about polls, guys. It's where all the updates for my channels happen, previews and all sorts of different nonsense going onto that Instagram. So I really do recommend giving it a follow. Now, guys, before we get into this pre-reaction summary from the last video, I just want to let you know that you should probably go watch the last reaction. It was one of the most exciting and intense episodes of the season. We've been left on an absolute cliffhanger. So if you haven't seen that reaction, go check it out before this one. The link is somewhere up here. Honestly, guys, like, I was left in absolute jaw drop on that reaction. Like, it's insane, the stuff that happened, and I'll get into that in just a second. So if you haven't seen it, guys, don't forget to check it out before this one. Now, in terms of what happened last reaction, freaking hell, guys, let me just tell you, I had to sit and wait for a whole week, which I know sounds silly because you guys probably had to do that when you watched it originally as well, but knowing that it's right there for me to watch, but not being able to watch it because of Christmas and the holiday and being away and all this different stuff, it honestly hurt. It was so painful, having to figure out the fate of a lot of characters. So yeah, I'm so excited to get into this one, which means I'm only going to summarize like 2 things before we get into the video. First things first, Mark Latimer. He's just killed himself. I mean, like, we've been left on a clip of him getting off of a boat and sort of drifting off into the ocean. I've got a feeling he's overdosed. I'm not completely sure. I mean, like, I can't see how he's gonna die. It's not like he's jumped off a cliff, which is what I thought he was going to originally do, with that really interesting parallel shot of him and, you know, Danny at the start of season 1. He's dead. I mean, I can't see a way out of that at that time of night, and he's just drifted off, and it looks to me like he's gone. And it sucks because I really thought his arc was coming to some sort of resolution after seeing Joe and being strong enough not to do anything to him and do any damage. He was strong enough to hold back and be resilient. I really thought that things were going to start working out, him with Beth and all sorts. It looks to me like he's hit the worst possible fate, and if that's the conclusion for him, then it's gonna suck. It really is. It's gonna be emotional, I can tell you now. And secondly, guys, really quickly, in terms of who I think it is, you already know my opinions if you've been following me with these Broadchurch reactions. This season in particular has probably been the best at keeping me guessing. Like, it's just, I have zero clue. Like, everyone feels guilty. I think, for me, the most guilty person I think it's gonna be is the ex-husband. That's just my opinion. I've got a weird feeling and a bit of a hunch that it's going to be him who's raped Trish, but you never know. It could be anyone. The taxi driver, Kath's husband. Literally, guys, there's so many suspects. It's not even funny. I guess that is one of the main talking points of the season, the fact that there has been so many suspects, and it has been so hard for Alec and Ellie. We're going to have to explore that this episode. I do think we're going to find out who it is this episode, because the last episode surely has to be a bit of a send-off. You never know, though. We could have to wait till the next one, but it is what it is. I'm about to watch the next episode, guys. I think I rambled on a bit longer than I thought I was going to. So without further ado, guys, let's get straight into the reaction. Hey, yo, we better be about to find out what happens to Mark straight away. I don't want to wait. You know, I need to know. I need to know. Please don't do this. Honestly, I don't want to have to... No. We're not paralleling, like, season 1 with Danny's death, are we?
Hello?
What's that? Please don't. Don't.
What are you doing, Mum? Get Lizzie dressed for me and put some clothes on yourself. Why?
What's happened?
Is that Daisy's bag? You know what I do?
Take your ticket, tear it up, put it in my pocket, go to work, done.
Can't do that.
Well, I can.
No.
Oh.
It's your funeral.
Did you see Alex serious? No.
But she did say she was attacked after her car broke down. She was walking home because the
Yeah.
breakdown service she called never turned up.
Which breakdown service?
Well, they didn't ask for the name, but we both know that Jim Atwood runs a breakdown service from his garage.
Seriously?
Between the attack on Trish and the...
Can I just say, guys, when I watched season 1, I had a solid view that it was going to be Ellie's husband. Like, nothing that was happening was muddying the water for me. Like, I knew it. Like, I had this hunch, and it wasn't leaving me. This season, every new thing that comes up muddies the water so much, and I am so confused as to who it is.
Fine, just hurry up. Wait!
Oh, I love their relationship so much. Can we get, like, anything? Yes! He's alive! Yes! Oh. Gosh, guys, my heart was aching. He's alive! Yes! Honestly, you have no idea how good that feels not to have had a death that big. Goodness me, that's a relief and a half. Oh, I honestly thought he was dead at the end of the last one.
I found you in the water unconscious with hypothermia. Another 10 minutes, I reckon you'd have drowned.
She knows. She can tell that that was on purpose.
There's nothing now.
He's still at risk, big time.
There's us.
You think that's over? That's the question.
Although everyone we go out to, they'll be up in the invoice books.
I'd like to take a look at the last 2 years' records, please.
You watch it be the people that have been raped.
Now,
Yes, now, please.
How did your party
I don't
suit
think it's him,
grass
though.
and mud stains on it? Ian Winterman says he had to talk to you about sexually harassing his wife.
absolutely not true.
Yeah, I didn't think that was true either. I thought that was a cover.
What were you doing on Saturday, the 7th of June, 2014, Ed?
Jeez, what a specific day.
Off the top of my head, probably in the shop. We're open 7 days.
What about 2 a.m. on the 8th?
I'd have been in bed.
Alone?
Yes.
To be honest though, guys, I don't know how helpful any of that information is going to be. Like, to ask someone to recall a singular day from 2 years ago, his recollection is going to be just as good as anyone else's, except if someone experienced something traumatic. So, something about him is bad. Like, he's obviously dodgy with the whole recording and looking for Trish, and he's got this weird sort of love fantasy with her that he's obsessed with her, right? We know he's obsessed. But I just don't see him as the one who raped her. I really don't. My instincts could be horrible, but personally, my instinct's telling me it's not him.
I wish I could make you understand that I would never hurt Trish.
That's the thing, exactly. I don't think he would.
So what if Ed thought he was going to leave her? And what if she told him that night?
Yeah, but it's supposition.
It's investigation,
Nah.
I'm theorising.
Ellie's
Yeah.
wanted supposition.
You see, Alec, I think's trying to solve the case faster than it needs to be. Not faster than it needs to be, faster than it can be.
I'm going to ask for conditions to be put into place during your bail time. Namely, that you cannot contact Trish Winterman or members of her family, either directly or indirectly. You alright?
Oh, where's the boys? Alec can say something.
Dad, what are you doing? Dad!
Police!
Can he do that as a cop?
You hurt my girl. So from now on, I am going to be watching everything you do.
Oh.
I'm going to be watching everything your parents do, everything your family does. If any one of you even so much as belch when you shouldn't, I will be there.
Yeah.
No, son, I'm instructing you. Do you know I do my job, do you? I deal with murderers and brutal thugs and sex offenders, and I win. So don't for a second imagine I will break a sweat getting you in line.
Oh, whoa. Woohoo!
You even talk about my daughter ever again, I will find you and I will cut your tiny little cocks off.
You can't say that to the police.
I'm a father,
Yeah, father first.
and I will do whatever is necessary to protect my daughter.
That... Bro, father first. That's why I like Alec. Look at that. That is the best thing I've heard Alec say on this whole freaking show. Father before job, and he's just shown her that. I mean, I don't... To be honest, she might stay, she might not, but like, that to me just shows how much he cares about his daughter. Like, he's gone and put his job on the line just to protect her.
See your ticket?
Rip it.
Dad!
Yeah!
Here.
Bro, he's learned from Miller.
She used Atwood's breakdown services just before the attack.
I'm just saying, it's a lot
Pointing in different directions.
It's not real.
Can you not just leave us alone?
You've got a few new questions. Do you want to put the shopping down?
Okay, guys, I know I've paused this way too many times. I promise I'll stop. But, like, can I just say something that I noticed that I think is really, really intelligent with how they've written this show? So, you had Ellie who started on one side and Alec who started on the other. Alec, you'd probably consider the more cold... Not cold, he's not a cold person, but the way he acts with his job and everything, it's a lot more clinical. Then you've got Ellie, who's the much more caring, sometimes overly caring, overly trusting person on this side. What I've noticed is they've both sort of become similar people, becoming more like each other to come almost very similar to each other. Does that make any sense? Like, they started here and both of them have learned from each other and come here. And honestly, to see that sort of dimension where they've both just paralleled and sort of merged into a very similar person, I think that's fantastic writing. Don't you? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's such an interesting concept.
Did you mean to kill yourself?
I'm so tired, Beth.
Oh.
I can't see anything ahead. You know, just be...
I want them back
easier if
together.
Alice went away.
Do you not think you could talk to us, to me?
We did talk. We talked all the time, and it never helped.
Can't he just end up with his
I must
family
do
again?
something.
But Mark, your grief is still overwhelming you. Please believe me, there are people who can help you.
I will be so upset if he doesn't end
But
up
it's
with Beth
different now. You've never
and
been
his
in this
family
place
again.
Before.
There was only breakdown or repair work for Laura Benson.
Well, I don't keep the name of every person I've done work for in my head.
Why'd you stumble
Pardon,
then?
maybe.
Nah.
Clear.
If he was so certain he didn't know about the names of his people, then why did he just stumble and why did he just pause? Guys, this show, it's making my head spin because I want to believe it's him. I want to sit here and think, I do think it could be him. But again, it's just my head's sitting there like, I don't think so.
I picked her up, took her car back to the garage, and then I drove her home. I don't know when this was, though. A year back?
Didn't she say no one turned up? Didn't she say no one turned up for her, though, that other girl?
You seem much happier. What happened with Daisy?
Tore up her ticket.
You took my advice. What?
I'm too nice to people. I installed some, I think the official term is spyware on it.
Oh!
You've been snooping on your wife via her laptop.
What if he saw Trish with Jim, and then, being as Jim was the family friend, he then went after Trish?
The spyware wasn't installed using Trish's user account. Didn't get installed the way you described.
The young boy!
And you're going to give us the name of the person who installed that spyware for you. Now, if you haven't done that, by the end of the day, I will personally come looking for you and I will bring you back in here under arrest. Do we understand each other?
Oh! Alex now throwing the threats out there. Is she looking through his stuff? She's just suspecting him even more now, for goodness sakes. Yeah, things are pointing towards Ed Burnett, him, everyone. So there's literally... Wait, when were they bought? That's the other question.
5 o'clock. On the day of my 50th birthday party.
After they had sex the first time.
My husband was stocking up on condoms.
Bro!
Search your house, Kath.
Guys, I'm sitting here thinking this could be coincidental, but they were bought after Jim and Trish had sex the first time. After. I mean, that could be coincidental. He could have been with another person, but how guilty does that make him look?
How can he do this to them? He
He's
knows what
grieving.
love feels like,
what it rips out of you.
Everyone grieves differently though.
He has to make it about him. He is selfish.
He's not selfish. Weak.
Part of me wishes he'd succeeded.
What? Of all people in the show, Beth is speaking like that? He did it to commit suicide. He didn't do it hoping that he'd be saved. He did it because he didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel. That's not selfish. What he's done there is he's looking for a way out of misery he can't handle.
We need to talk about Mark Latimer. I just heard what happened to him, but not from you.
No, we're not reporting it. That family have been through enough.
The Latimers are a family in crisis. They need and deserve their privacy.
Why do media reporters seem like they just don't care?
I am still the editor here. Not if you don't publish this story.
Wow. Just wow.
I am so proud to be a journalist. So I hereby fire you and your declining industry.
Oh.
I quit. And if I see anything about the Latimers, I swear I will slash your car tires every week until they put me in a home.
Holy shoot.
As the Americans say, screw you, Petal.
Well, I have to say, what is with that chick? Like, seriously? Like, you're just gonna ruin someone's life again.
I'll go and get your stuff over from the flat in a bit.
No, you don't have to do that, Chloe.
Yeah, I want to.
Are they forcing him to stay there and look after
I
him?
can sleep here till the two of you, work everything out.
Yes. Sorting things out, hopefully. Empty?
So I was away from both of them.
Wow. Still no alibi, he can't corroborate.
There was a waitress at the party.
So you left the preparations of your wife's 50th birthday party
I don't
to
know.
buy condoms so you could have sex with one of the waitresses.
How old was she?
19, 20.
Where did you have sex with her?
Oh, for goodness sakes.
In the woods. Up against a tree.
Oh. That is more than creepy and more than disgusting. Oh. I've lost respect for him. I mean, I didn't really have much in the first place, but of all hope of him potentially having some sort of positive character arc is just gone for me completely. And now he just looks guilty as ever. I still don't think it's him, but it's not going to change. I still think he's an asshole, and I still think he's guilty anyway, so. Where's Ed? Closed, open 7 days a week. Not today, he isn't. Oh, wow, he's drinking.
You told them I was violent.
Wow.
Stalking a woman who's
Temper tantrum.
Like that.
Dad,
Not gonna-
if there's stuff you haven't told me or the police, now is the time.
Not gonna lie, I still feel slight remorse for him. Just a little bit, because he's been through a lot. Doesn't mean he's a good person, I'm telling you now, but...
Get off! I was trying to work out where Michael got the porn from. And it's here!
Oh.
He got it from you!
That is not what's going on.
She
What are
found
you
out.
doing with it?
Oh, look, everybody has it, all right?
No, they don't. I don't.
Oh, right, and you're the normal one, are you?
Fuck.
Put anything away.
Asshole.
You're such a liar. You think you're good at it, like you enjoy it. What else aren't you telling me?
Yeah.
Do you really want to know the answer to that?
What the heck?
I had some spyware put on your computer and I've been watching you through your webcam.
Oh.
Why would you even do that?
How's she gonna react?
Because I missed you. Because I blew what we had. Chasm.
So you watch on a webcam? That's creepy as hell, my guy.
He's not gonna win, Mum. We shouldn't have to be scared.
Oh. That is so bloody sweet, it's not even funny.
Forgive me.
Yes! Guys, you have no idea how big my smile feels right now.
If you forgive me.
Yes! Some happiness! god, such a tense episode as well. Oh, look at the parallel to the Danny scenes as well. You are not alone. Amen to that. Honestly guys, the parallel between this scene and when they lit the flames for Danny is insane. Look at that.
I'm not gonna lie, I like a DILF.
A DILF.
A dad I'd like to...
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
We're setting up. He was getting rough, I wasn't into it, I wasn't having it.
And how did he take that?
I was pissed off.
Oh
Didn't get
yeah.
did he? You know what they're
He
like.
could have gone off to Trish at that point.
Jim
But
Atwood
I don't know.
was wandering the grounds.
Hello, Leo.
Ah, absolutely thought so. The smug little prick may go to prison.
So you admit to installing spyware on Trish Winterman's laptop?
Ian asked me to do it. I should have fessed up earlier.
He's got other stuff to hide, potentially.
Drop Ian in the shit.
What else aren't you telling the truth about, Leo?
I was at the party at Axhampton for a bit that night.
Oh.
My girlfriend Danielle, she's basically ditched me because I had her like...
Do you remember my theory? Before he potentially goes and says it, do you remember what I said? My theory behind the fact that he may have seen, because he's close with what's the name, the ex-husband, he may have seen, he'd be the one with the torch, seeing the ex-husband raping Trish. What's the bet? He was protecting him from that too, like I predicted a few episodes ago.
Bloody hell, another sock found on the Axhampton estate confirmed as a match for Trish's DNA.
Remember whose sock was that as well? The footballs.
Used as a gag.
More than that, there are traces of one of our men's DNA on the sock.
Wait, whose DNA? Don't skip.
I was moving stuff and I found this.
Oh.
Dad, these are bloodstains.
Bruh, oh my freaking god. Trish Winterman's keys. How's he gonna react to that? Freaking hell. Alright guys, that episode definitely takes the trophy for most intense, insane episode of the season. It felt so long, so much just happened, and there's a lot to talk about. Now, my bet's off. I want to say it's the ex-husband, but it could be anyone at this point. There's so many guilty people, and I'm not even going to speculate. I'm just going to let this show take me to the last episode completely clueless, and I've got to congratulate it, because that's fantastic. There's so many different options and so many different suspects, and they've just found a DNA match, which obviously, as Broadchurch does, it's left us on a cliffhanger. We don't get to find out who it is until the next episode, but honestly guys, this episode has been fantastic, and some of the parallels have been insane. Second to last episode, we've got one left for Broadchurch, and it sucks. I'm honestly, it's so emotional for me because the show's been fantastic, and I started it with the channel, and I really don't want to see it go. I honestly wish it was continuing for season 4, but I don't think they've written off another season, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. Like, you never know. Obviously I hope it does, but the final episode of Broadchurch, and if maybe I'm lucky, I'll have it out directly after the new year. We don't know. But honestly, I just cannot wait for it. I cannot wait for another season on this channel. And Broadchurch has been phenomenal so far. So yeah, guys, you've just seen me react to it, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, or any detail really at all. Before you go, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for new content coming every single week. And guys, really important, follow my Instagram if you want to be a part of the poll for what to watch next. Now, British Chat with 2 Ps, the link is in the description below. I'm going to give some instructions within the next few days, or maybe about a week's time, of how the poll's going to work. We'll have about 10 to 12 different series because we've got so many different suggestions. And then I'm going to do a post, and whichever ones get the most likes and win their little mini sub-challenges, it's going to go down to the top 5 or top 4 or something like that shows. And then I'll post a direct poll on my Instagram story, which will only be live for 24 hours, which tells you which shows there are and which you can vote for, and the winner of that will be the show I react to next, guys. So you want to be a part of it, honestly, follow my Instagram, link is in the description below as per usual. Also guys, just a quick update, being as Broadchurch is such a close show to Doctor Who in terms of who's written it, where it's made, etc, 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 I just want to let you know the New Year's special is coming out obviously on New Year's Day. For me it's actually January the 2nd in New Zealand, so I'm going to be reacting to that. You bet I'll be reacting to that. So if you're interested in Doctor Who, stick around for that too. That'll be coming within the next few days. But yeah guys, I probably won't see you till after the New Year, so I hope you had a fantastic Christmas, and an amazing new year, guys. We really do. And I will see you very, very soon in the final Broadchurch reaction, which I cannot freaking wait for. As ever, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.